I was amazed that the problem that I'd experienced in 2004 was still a problem. Out of my own experience, we decided to make a change for the local community.
I got tired of seeing kids that couldn't see us, so they didn't believe us, so they couldn't become us. So I wanted to change that narrative.
I still don't know what's going on. Yeah, I think maybe the fire is here. The person got trampled. I put 2 and 2 together and realized that there's a shooting victim on the floor.
Halfway down that street, we saw some people out in the yard and saw flames in the window of the house.
The guy's looking at me and he's standing over the woman with a knife in his hand.
The car went underwater. I pulled her out through the passenger side window. We all went down with the car.
And I'm having a conversation with this student, anything, just to keep him communicating with me. I'm grabbing clothes out of my hamper to put onto his wounds.
The Black Fire Brigade is a community-based organization built around taking kids off the street.
One of our biggest accomplishments was making sure that U.S. citizenship was not a privilege limited only to rich and educated immigrants.
Once the pandemic shut everything down, we made sure that all of our parents had access to the internet.
2020, you might have thought the blood drive wouldn't have done as well, people at home quarantining. We had a most ever with 46 donors.
I opened a secondary kitchen so that we could execute 100 to 105 meals daily.
So during the COVID pandemic, after we activated the Emergency Operations Center, our first initiative was how are we going to get meals to these kids who otherwise receive meals at school?
We supply 50 diapers per month per child. Since the start of the pandemic, we've seen more and more families and individuals reaching out.
We were able to collect enough funds to open up for the first time. We had 9 different veteran organizations present, plus another 10 to 15 volunteers. We were able to serve 200 families that first day.
I just looked at myself as being a person who cares and did the right thing at the right time.
We all have a tendency to react and then, you can fall apart later. But there's a job that needs to be done.
It was about making sure that the people who have been excluded, who've been marginalized, who've been discriminated against in our democracy are brought to the table.
People in high school think that maybe there's not a lot we can do to help, but there actually is. You just have to go out and look and see what you can do.
Some of the young girls will ask me questions. Can I do the job? Am I capable of doing that? Of course you're capable of doing the job. Absolutely capable.
Children need somebody to support them and encourage them and show them something different. And if you have an opportunity to do that, you should do that.
If you're wanting to serve, just start with what you can manage. And I promise that others will take notice and you'll have a team behind you in no time.
I did what anybody should do when they see another human being in trouble.
Never believe that just one person cannot do it. We can move mountains.